Hello there guys, and welcome to episode 10 of Xenonauts. A little bit of maintenance to do just before we start the next mission. Well, that's when we get a mission. I just want to quickly go to the dropship, and I feel that I'm actually going to unassign the vehicle. It was nice to try it out. I'm certainly going to keep it in reserve. It will be quite useful later on, probably. But for the moment, I think I'll prefer to just take along 8 soldiers, which is the sort of usual complement, which seems to work quite well. So let's just decide who we are going to take along. We'll put Peter back on. And we will also... who would be good to take along on this mission? Let's take along Ben Crooks for this one. Okay, so we've got 8 people aboard. We also need to rename some of these people as well. What I'm actually going to do, just while I think about this, let us go into unassigned. I'm just going to add somebody. And I'm adding fellow YouTuber, Shadowhawk 2012. Simply because he keeps adding me to his Let's Plays. The most recent one being Xenonauts, where he ran me face first into certain alien death on my debut mission. And before that, it was XCOM Enemy Within, where he, on my debut mission, used me as a human meat shield to save himself, getting me killed. And at some point, we're going to return the favour. So let's just get that set up nicely now, shall we? Anyway, enough of me being bitter. Back on to the dropship. We have our 8. Now let's make sure, first of all, everybody that's on the dropship needs to have their armour. And everybody who isn't on the dropship shouldn't have their armour. So, all of these people that are on. Jackal armour, yes. You've got armour. 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 Brilliant. Everyone on board has armour. What about those who are not on board? Some of you do have armour, but no point taking it off you because everybody on board does. Okay, so what we should have on board is 2 snipers, 2 assault, and we will... Sniper, assault, misses assault, yeah. Peter, you are going to go back to... the heavy weapons, because you're actually very good with that. We're going to give you the jacket. Was it not you that we used before? Okay, maybe that won't work then. What we're going to do is make you a rifleman again then. Let's make sure you've got jackal armor. Still puts you slightly over the limit. We'll get rid of the demo charge. I think it will be nice to carry on with the med kit. So we need someone who has relatively decent strength. Let's have a look. Who have we got rifling? You don't have a lot of time units to begin with. You're actually not too bad though. You don't have a massive amount of strength. Harry, you might actually get away with this. Let's try you with heavy weapons for a while. Let's give you the armor. You are slightly over the weight. We could take away some of your ammo. Very, very difficult decision. You know what? Change my mind again. We're not even going to have a heavy. I'm not even convinced we need them. So, or we could actually get someone to go along and have a shield. Shield and a pistol. Because you've got a lot of time units. That could actually be quite useful. Not sure how effective that would actually be, though. Good for cracking UFOs, though. Risky maneuver. Risky maneuver. We'll try that out at some point, but I think rifleman in jackal armor is where we're going to go with that. So let's just quickly go back to the dropship. I did have my shotguns at the front before. I don't think they're the best places to have them. I think the front row needs to be a front row of people with rifles. Rifle in the middle there, and the 2 snipers on either door. I'm happy with how that is set up. I did want to start getting some of my interceptors moved across to Area 52, but we are a little bit short of funds at the moment, so we are going to have to wait until the end of the month or until we've dealt with a couple more UFOs. We have, however, researched stun weapons. Studying the extraterrestrial biology has allowed our scientists to devise methods of incapacitating our enemies for interrogation and further study. There appears to be 3 main possible avenues of attack, all of which are equally effective against humans as they are against aliens. The first is simple concussive force applied to the victim's brain or nervous system, either via physical impact or the shockwave from an explosion. This method is both crude and unreliable, particularly against tougher alien species such as the civilians. But you might find it occurs unexpectedly on the battlefield. The second is oxygen starvation, where high brain functions shut down due to the lack of oxygen. This can happen incidentally via smoke inhalation or can be induced with stun gas that temporarily binds with the victim's blood and prevents it from carrying oxygen around the body, generating a powerful disabling effect without ultimately being fatal if sufficient amounts are inhaled. The final method of incapacitation is an electrical current delivered at a sufficiently high voltage which will utterly disrupt the nervous system of the victim and render them unconscious. This is extremely effective but highly dangerous. An electrical discharge of required voltage can only be delivered with a melee weapon. My team have therefore designed a shot baton that can be used to subdue enemies at close range, and grenades or rockets that can be used to deliver stun gas from a distance. Whatever method you choose to employ, any captive alien will be extremely valuable research subject. Okay, nice. So back in the research screen, we're already working on alien weapon, well, laser weaponry. So let us go on to the Elanium. Hopefully this will get us maybe a better dropship. How many scientists can we take off laser weaponry and keep it on excellent? Probably not many. How many do we need to add to Elanium to make it good? Come on. Come on. Give me that balance. There we go. Brilliant. Excellent, excellent on both of them. So, let us go back and speed things up. Construction of the laboratory has been completed in the Middle East, which means we can get more scientists in here now, except we can't actually afford them, so we're going to hold off on that for a little while. What are we currently constructing? We're still working our way through making jackal armor. That is absolutely fine, not a problem with that. Let us speed things up. Laser weaponry. Oh, these are some interesting looking things. Looks like we've got a shotgun and a sniper rifle. These might be quite nice. Infantry laser weapons. Okay, I'm going to start that again, and this time I'm going to use English. Infantry laser weapons previously existed only in the realms of science fiction. Any laser powerful enough to be a viable combat weapon would need a battery the size of a truck, the word impractical being an understatement. The arrival of alien technology has changed all of this. The enormous energy content of the Elanium crystal allows a battery no larger than a standard ammunition magazine to generate up to a dozen laser beams, each capable of burning through an inch of steel. Superconducting ceramics can be used to cool the weapon, storing the waste heat from each shot and dissipating slowly enough to avoid injury, provided one is careful where they place their hands. This eliminates the need for bulky refrigeration units, reducing the size and weight of the weapon significantly. In order to minimise adjustment time for our troops, our laser weapons have been designed to operate like conventional firearms and have similar range and accuracy to their predecessors. There are some noticeable differences, most obviously the improved damage thermal shock weapons inflict upon their targets. Less favourably, the laser weapons will have roughly half the ammunition capacity of a ballistic weapon. In order to streamline the process, we have designed a single standardised battery for all of our laser weapons. The design is not complex, a cylindrical steel jacket that contains an Elanium crystal and locks into the weapon with a simple twist. These power cells are trivial to manufacture and compared to the weapons themselves, so they are available effectively in unlimited quantities. Be aware that manufacturing these weapons consumes a large amount of alien alloys and is both expensive and time consuming, but I still believe they represent a good investment despite this. At the very least, some new toys may raise morale amongst your men. So I'm not 100% sure, but by reading this line here where it says the design of the ammo cell is not complex and the power cells are trivial to manufacture compared to the weapons, so are available in effectively unlimited quantities, that makes me feel that we don't actually need to produce weapon for these. We don't need to produce ammunition for these weapons, which I believe is a little bit how it worked in the original XCOM. I'm struggling to remember now. I don't think laser weapons actually had ammo. I mean, they did need reloading, but I don't think you actually ever ran out of ammo for them. Not like you did with plasma weaponry. So I don't think we'll have to purchase or manufacture anything for these. We just have a look heavy laser weapons. Obviously, that's the only real sort of route we can go down at the moment. I don't think we can afford to take anybody off Elanium at the moment. Or maybe we can. Sometimes clicking on this doesn't always work. See? Click, click. There we go. Click. Yeah, it is a little bit strange. Oh, well, we've got it up to average. I think we'll just leave it at that for now. So, what can we manufacture? We can actually manufacture... Right, so we've got pistols, we've got carbines, and we've got rifles, and we've got precision lasers. So, precision laser is basically going to be our sniper rifle. Carbine... I mean, a carbine is just a smaller version of a rifle, so I'm not too sure the difference between the two. And obviously, a pistol is a pistol. How many alien alloys do we have in the store? 47. So, we do actually have some, which isn't bad. Do we make anything? Can we afford to make anything? No, we've got absolutely no money. We just cannot afford to do it. So we're just going to have to leave that for now. We need to get some cash in the bank, so we're going to have to do some missions. Yes, producing Jackal armor is paused due to financial issues. We are literally out of money at this point. So the command center has now been built in Indochina, although we can't actually build anything there because we don't have any money. We have detected a UFO, and it is one of the larger scouts because it's moving at 2,000 kilometers per hour. So we are going to intercept. We are going to use Foxtrot and launch quite close to us as well. So let us go and shoot you down. We've got another UFO detected. It's very small. We're going to intercept that one also. We're going to send out a single Condor. We would like to get this one over land if possible. It is one of the larger scouts. Okay, we want to tell you until you're over land. We've now detected another UFO, which is another large scout. So we're going to have to intercept that one and use both of the Condors to try and get that. 3 UFOs at a time is really, really taxing. So, okay, oh wow, this is a fighter. I don't think we've had one of these before. That is a new type. Well, okay, we're definitely going to auto-resolve that. We took a lot of damage, though. A lot of damage. You're going to return to base. Right, so it looks like fighters get shot down and automatically recovered. It doesn't look like there's actually a crash site from that one. Or is it because it was shot down over the water? Could have been shot down over the water. This one is about to intercept. It is night time, so we won't be able to go there for a little while. Let's just speed things up. Okay. Auto-resolve. We took a bit of damage again, but we did actually shoot it down. So let's just speed things up. And we are going to auto-resolve that one. And we didn't take any damage there, so that is brilliant. So we've got the choice of 2 crash sites here. That one is small, and that one is small. They're both the same size. So which one are we going to do? That one is industrial terrain. This one is farm terrain. Which would be easy. I think we've definitely done farm terrain. So let's airstrike that one off the map. It's given us some more money. We could airstrike this one off the map, but we are going to go and intercept that one because it will be significantly more fun. So let us go and intercept with Charlie 1. It'll take a little while for a lot of these things to get repaired, but at least they didn't get destroyed, which is the main thing. So let us go over and we are going to engage in mission 13. Will this be unlucky? Who knows? Hopefully we will keep everyone alive, and we'll see what goodies we can get from this. I didn't see any option to manufacture stun weaponry, actually. I wonder if it's something that you can just get automatically, or if it's something you have to produce. Either way, I forgot to bring any along. I didn't even check to see if you needed any sort of alien containment before you could do that. Okay, we do seem to have quite a lot of civilians around, so we are going to have to be careful here. James can step off and have a look around. Can't see much over in this direction. This is actually the edge of the map. Literally 1 square of darkness all the way around. So we're actually very, very much in the corner here, which I actually like as a starting position. It makes things much easier. So we're just going to have a quick look around here. There we go. We found some local forces already. So, nice bit of scouting from you there, James. We'll just get Garrett to pop his head out in this direction, just make sure we are safe over here. We certainly seem to be. You should be able to get over here relatively safely. And you can have a look in that direction and make sure nothing's going to pop out at us. No point really getting Bob off this side of the ship, though we will just get him to... I think we'll just get him to have a very quick look around. Yep, we're happy that that is clear. And you're going to come and hide behind here, facing that direction. We've got to be careful. I've never seen this many civilians on a map. We've got 3 civilians and 1 local forces already. We haven't even started anything yet. So let's move you up a little. Don't see anything with you, but keep on your guard, Spencer. Let's take Peter. It's probably safe to assume that these places are okay because there's civilians in them, but we're going to go in. Just so... Oh, we found the ship already. Wow. So not only are we right in the corner of the map, we've also landed pretty much opposite the ship. It's good that we've found it already. At least we know where we're going. That means we can start sending people like Missy up so we can actually have a little bit of cover. It's civilians again, so let us duck down. He's probably going to take out that police officer. We know that we've got Peter there if he comes through the door, though you're not really going to have enough time units to react. Let us just start trying to move some people forward. Let's get you to crouch down there, Ben. I'm sorry if I've put you in a bit of a position of danger, but you should be okay. And we need to get Harry up as quick as possible as well. Where can we get you up to that's relatively safe? Can actually get you right up to there. I say relatively safe. Okay, that's everybody's had a move. Let's end the turn and see what happens. Oh, wow. I didn't expect there was going to be one right outside of that window. I also heard someone die. Could have been a civilian. And the local forces are running away. Okay, so Harry has lost quite a bit of health there. We are going to immediately bring you around here for safety. And you are going to crouch. And you are going to self-administer as much as you can. Just so we can save everybody else's time units. Okay, you're not quite fully healed, but you are just going to stay there. Can you move anywhere? No, you're just going to stay there for now. So we've got this little guy outside the window. Quite blocked. So, Ben, how do you fancy your first kill? 73% chance to hit. Double shot to the back of the head, and he is down. Nice shot. We have a kill. Let us get Peter a little further forward. You're not in cover, but you're in a perfect position as soon as that door opens to shoot anything that comes out at you. Let's move James up a little here, see if we can get a view on anything else. Not at the moment. What about from there? We know there's another alien around. We just can't see it at this point. Let us move Missy Kiwi up here also. In fact, if we open this door... Oops, that was a waste of a time unit. I just wanted to be able to see out through that window. You can crouch down there. Hopefully you will be safe. We do still see an alien somewhere. Oh, he's crouched. I thought we got him. I actually thought he died. He's just crouched. Wow, that is really bad. Now we've got to be careful here. This could be problematic. How far can you get up? What does it take you? 14 for a snapshot. We could be in trouble here. And it's my own stupid fault. Garrett's never going to be able to hit from there. Unless... How good are you at shooting through windows, Bob? 48% chance to hit. Was a miss. It was worth the shot. It was worth the try. Okay, we're going to open this door. We're going to take the... How many time units have you got? We're going to take the 33% chance he's dead. And that's as much as we can get you in and duck. Oh, I hope that wasn't the wrong move to make. We'll just get Garrett to have a quick look around these corners. Make sure nothing's going to sneak up behind us too much. Okay, we've got more civilians. That's probably a good place for you to sit and camp. You still have full movement. Let's start getting you forwards. Very nervous about this mission now. You can crouch down there in case anything comes from this direction. Okay, let's send the turn. There is another alien around. I know it because we saw it. Right, we've got you, but you didn't take a shot at that point. Civilians running around. We might have just saved ourselves there. Ooh, that got my heart pounding a little bit. Okay, first things first. Harry, do you need to heal yourself up anymore? You can only heal yourself up another 7 health, so do that. And I didn't want you to stand up. I didn't want to do that. I'm just clicking on buttons randomly like an idiot. Okay, you are ready to go. Let us get you over here and crouch down. Now we can see you quite nicely. Are we in a good position to take you? 95% chance to hit with Spencer, so I think we should definitely take a shot. Shot taken, scored a hit, no kill. You can have a normal shot as well. We'll take that. That was a miss, unfortunately. Now we get the reaction fire. Luckily, he misses as well. What about you, Peter? Are you in a position to hit him from there? Yeah, you actually are. 83% chance. And we have another dead alien. I think for the time being, we will keep Missy there in the window. Let's just start moving James around a little bit more, just so we can make sure there's nothing hiding around this building. There isn't anything there, which is really good. So we're going to come over there and face that way. At least that gives us the door covered now, which is probably a smart and sensible thing to do. So our sniper really isn't the person that we should be using to scout over in this direction. It really, really isn't. So, but he's all we've got to hand at the moment. So I'm sorry, Garrett, but you're scouting for today. And we do see an alien, which is flipping annoying. I don't think he's going to be able to get us from there because these things are quite poor shots. I can't actually get you... Well, we could get you there, I suppose, and crouch. At least now you do have some cover. I just hope that... he's not going to be able to hit you from there. Now, we can get you forwards. Should have been a little bit more careful, actually. There could have been stuff behind me up here. There still could be, which is a possibility. I certainly think it is more sensible to keep Peter there, because he's got a very good shot. What time units do you have left? We can actually move you here. And that way you are out of line of sight of the UFO. Should I move Missy up to this side? I think that's probably the better plan. Now I've got my 2 shotgun troops watching the door. You can duck down. And then on the next turn, James will move over here so you've got a bit of a better view. You can't move any further anyway. Now you're in probably a good position there, but I think I'm going to move you inside and you can use that window to snipe through if need be. We'll duck you down. Let's end the turn, see what that alien does, if anything. Coming a lot closer to me, which I do not like. I disapprove. Some civilians running around. Okay, let's go over there and deal with that first, because that worries me greatly. 33... We could take 2 shots. 2 shots with a 90... yeah, 2 shots with a 92% hit chance is better than a 1 shot with a 95. So we'll take the 2 if we need them. Well, we hit it. We'll take the second. 2 shots, 2 hits, no kill. We're out of time units. That is very, very bad. We don't have anybody else up here either who can reinforce. I really, really hope that we haven't lost Garrett from that one. Is it worth trying to get Spencer over in this direction? The problem with Spencer is he has so few time units, and he's just ran into an alien as well, which isn't a good thing. So you're going to crouch back down, and you are going to double shot. Well, at least that one's dead. You might not have a lot of time units, but at least your accuracy's true. We are going to take James over here. try and make sure that we are clear in this direction so you can crouch down. Again, you don't have a lot of cover, but you're doing as good a job as you can. I don't think we're going to bother opening the door yet. We'll wait a little bit and see if those guys inside decide to open the door themselves to pop out, because if they want to do that, that is fine. You can move forwards one as well, Missy, and you can turn and face the door also. So it does mean we've got the door covered with these guys. I'm not sure if your shot through the window is all that good, but it's about the best position you're going to get. Let's just end the turn, because I really want to see what happens with Garrett. I really hope he survives this. He's one of our good soldiers, a very good shot. That alien's also just recovered some health. Didn't seem to fire at us, though, which is unusual. Okay, something's going on. That sounded like a door inside the ship. That's a civilian running around. Okay, so the question now becomes, where did that alien go? Right there in the bus stop. 27, well, we'd still only get 2 hits, so we might as well take the shot. Oh, no. We've taken a hit. We can get one more shot, but we only have a 26% chance of hitting. I think I'd prefer to use your time units to get out of his line of sight, to be honest. And duck. And we will carry on with doing with Spencer what we intended to do with Spencer before, which was to try and get him over there for some backup. Hopefully he's not going to run into too many alien forces along the way. James, you're going to sort of scout around here and just make sure the back of the UFO is relatively tidy. Well, it seems to be. You're going to be in a relatively good position to get around behind that alien at some point. Right, everybody else. Probably now is a good time to start thinking about opening doors. You do have to be really, really careful with these UFOs. Unfortunately, the problem is you have to get right in front of the door to open them on this type of ship, which is very annoying. And we have 3 guys in here. That's not good. Please get out of the line of fire. Okay, turn and crouch. So, first things first. Harry, who can you see? Can you hit anybody? Block. Block. They've got a lot of cover, which is very annoying. I suppose what we could do is we could literally go in with an easy grenade and just try and take some of their cover out. Which is probably the most sensible thing to do. Where did that grenade land? I didn't see where that grenade landed, and that worries me greatly. So you're going to move out of the way there, because I don't know where that grenade went. Peter, can you actually hit anybody? Well, you're behind the wall, so let's just pop your head out. Let's crouch you down. Can you hit anybody? Not easily. You've got a small chance of being able to hit this guy. No, it was a miss. Let us get you back into safety. Or relative safety. What about Bob? Yeah, still very low chance to hit. It's just because of that cover. Return fire. Ooh, wow, that was lucky. Double return fire. Okay, you've missed as well. I think we're just going to leave Harry there with his shots available. This is very, very worrying. Yeah, you're just going to stay there for now. Let's end the turn. See, I thought that grenade had landed there. That's why I moved, and I'm so glad I did. And that is also why I left whoever that... Oh, wow, shot in the back. Okay. It's all suddenly going very, very wrong. But I'm so glad I didn't stay there. I thought that grenade had missed its mark. And it did. Okay, now we have problems. We need to sort things out. We don't need civilians running around in our way either. Right, first things first, let's go and deal with this situation over here. You have taken a shot, and that is very bad for you. 26... 33, you could take 2 shots at 92%. You need to kill it. You really need to kill it. it is dead. You are injured, but at least you should be able to heal yourself up on the next turn. We are going to continue to get Spencer to scout around because we don't know what's around here. There could still be more aliens. In fact, there probably is. We are going to get James to go around the back of this building. Why didn't I just pick the farm mission? Mind you, it's the UFO that is giving us the most problems. I'm so glad I moved you out of the way. Now, someone took a shot, I think. Now, Harry took a shot at the aliens. That was very good. Did anyone here actually get hit? No. Okay, Missy. Second verse, same as the first. Get that door open again. Now, you are actually in the open there. So, 66% chance to hit with Harry. We do get a hit, but no kill. You can have a snapshot. You missed, unfortunately. Return fire, but it hit the cover. Second return fire, missed. Okay, let us see what Bob can hit. You actually have a 95% chance to hit that guy, so let's take him out and be done with him. Let's turn Missy around. Can you actually hit that guy safely? You've only got a 23% chance to hit. What's your chance of actually hitting with a grenade? Again, very low. I'm not willing to take the risk, so let's move you out away from the door again and just turn you around and crouch down. Hopefully that alien can't hit you now. What about you, Peter? Have you got a shot on him? It's still blocked by cover, but you actually got a hit, which is quite surprising because it looks like you shot through the wall, but I'm not going to argue with it. Let's have another shot. No, you did miss that one, unfortunately. And that is about all we can do there. What have we got left in terms of time units? You still have a few left. Let's get you over here. Just so that you can see. And I'm so glad I moved, otherwise you would have been completely destroyed by that grenade. So you need to really do something about your throwing arm. Right. What are you going to do? You obviously recovered some, because that's what civilians do, which is a real pain, but we are thinning them out at least. That's more civilian movement. Again, if it works like the original XCOM, the aliens take their movement and then the civilians take theirs. So once you start seeing civilians moving around, the aliens are usually finished. Let's just quickly get Garrett to heal himself up. Again, I'm hoping this is kind of like the original, where the less injured you are by the end of the mission, the less recovery time it takes after the mission. So hopefully getting you fully healed, or as healed as you can be, during the actual mission will mean you'll spend less time in hospital afterwards. That's the plan anyway. Switch you back to your sniper rifle. Got to be careful with cars, because we know they can explode, but we do really need to have a good scout around this area. Okay, that building's empty. Okay, we're looking relatively clear over here. It doesn't mean we are, of course, but someone's going to have to take the risk and get that door open again. I'm afraid, Missy, it's going to be you. You are our designated door opening type person. Two aliens both on that side, which is a real pain. How much does it cost you to throw a grenade? You haven't got enough time units. 47 time units to throw a grenade. That is a pain. So I can't actually see them. Gonna have to start moving people out so we've got more of a chance of actually getting a hit. I want to keep people in cover if I can, but it's gonna make life very, very difficult. What about a smoke grenade? Could you get a smoke grenade in there, Peter? No, you could get one in the door, but you don't have enough time units to do that either. There's a civilian there, isn't there? That's why I can't hide behind that crate. Fine, get around the corner of the building. Gives you a bit of cover. Can't take a shot now, but that's fine. I wasn't expecting you to be able to. Let's get Harry over here near this window. I mean, you might have a shot from there. 36% chance to hit. Let's take it. Well, you got the hit. Return fire. Misses. Oh, wow. You're not having a good day of this, Harry. It's the second time you've been shot, and I apologise. I'm going to have to move you away from the door. Bob, again, can't see anything from here, so let us get you... Actually, let's get you in front of this window and see if you can actually hit anybody. You do have a 33% chance to hit the guy at the back. We did miss, unfortunately. Let's duck you down. And you still have full movement, but you're not in a great position either. I don't trust your grenade throwing ability either. Is that a flashbang? That's a flashbang, that's a smoke grenade. How? At least if this goes off in the wrong place, it's not going to kill us, but... No, it's not worth doing because we're going to have to open the door again anyway. So we're just going to move Missy a little bit further away from the door, turn you around and crouch, and we'll end the turn there. Really need to kill these guys instead of just wounding them because they just heal their health in between every turn, which is a real pain. And these UFOs are very, very difficult to get inside of. So, it's up to you again, Missy. Open that door. We still see two guys. You're very much blocked. You're very much blocked. So, let's quickly get Missy out of the way again. At least they don't reaction fire to opening and closing the door, which is a good thing. You can have a 63% chance of hitting that guy. You do hit him. We don't get the kill, but we don't get reaction fire either. You don't get a second shot, sadly. Let's take that 36% chance with Harry. You missed, unfortunately. You can have a normal shot. Again, this cover's just really causing problems for us. What about you, Peter? You have a 34% chance. We are slowly starting to destroy that cover, though, which is going to help things out. Let's have a normal shot. Wow, this is a lot of wasted shots. Can't see where that second guy actually is. Maybe tossing a flashbang in there isn't a bad idea. At least that one does look like it went inside the UFO. It may have actually worked. You're there, aren't you? No, it's going to leave you without the time units to react, so I can't really send you in. Nobody else there can really do anything. Who has time units left? You are on discovery duty over here. Or at least I hope you're not on discovery duty. We've got a dead police officer over here, although that may well have been the guy that we shot here. It may have been this one, because he started over there. So it was probably him. I'm not liking how injured Garrett is. I'm going to try and get you back to the dropship, if at all possible. Let's end the turn there and see what happens. Still got these aliens running around in the ship. Again, they're still recovering their health each turn, which is really, really not what we want to see. We have a random police officer running around the back of the dropship. Don't know what he was waiting for. Let's get you in there, Garrett. I mean, we... Actually, no. We'll start to move you up to this building. We could actually use your marksmanship if we can keep you in a safe position. Missy, once again. I know we're really tempting fate here, getting you to keep opening and closing this door, but... it's what we need to do. Okay, Bob. Can you hit anybody? 63% chance. Missed. No second chances. Harry. 36% chance. Okay, got a hit but no kill. Missy. Very, very low chance. 23 time units. We can take the shot and still move. We missed. Let's move you out of the way. What about you, Ben? Can you hit from there? Such a low, low chance of doing that. Peter, what about you? 34% chance? Random number god's just really against me today. Okay, he is actually suppressed. Now, it doesn't really help this turn, but at least it will half his movement for the following turn. Who do we have that hasn't moved? You haven't moved. Think we're clear in there. They're both the ones in the UFO, aren't they? Yep, just checking. Just checking. Where are you, sir? I've lost you now. There you are. Yeah, I'm really hoping that was just killed by that alien we saw earlier. Do we go for the smoke grenade at this point? Don't think we need to, but I'm going to move you back a little bit just so that you're not quite as easy a kill for the aliens. And, I think I'm actually going to bring James back as well, just for the extra gun. Right, so let's end the turn, see what happens. Some more civilians running around, causing a nuisance. I know some people say that I play games like this quite cautiously, but at the end of the day, why not? It's a strategy game. The strategy game is not to try and do it as quickly as you can and get your team killed. It's to try and do it without losing anybody. So that is what I'm trying to do. Okay, let's try this again. You've still got some ammo in your gun. 63% chance to hit. We got a hit. Once again, no kill. No time for a second shot. Let's try and get a shot in from Harry. Be nice if we could take that cover out. Let's try another shot. Oh, wow. We're just missing completely. 33 time units yet. We'll take the shot. Okay, finally, we have one down. Let's get Missy out of harm's way. Let us start move. Let's get James down here, actually. You might have a good line of sight on the alien from there, which you actually do. We'll crouch you down. You've still got cover in the way, but you can take a normal shot. We'll take it. We hit the cover. Don't take the cover out, though. I believe, actually, if we get Garrett over here, you may have a chance of shooting it through that window. No, you are blocked from there, unfortunately. What about if you moved to that space? No, you're blocked by the doorway, which is a real pain. So we're going to get you out here in the doorway. We'll use you later on. That's assuming you survive. Peter, now you're not in a particularly good spot there, really. Let's get you over here. I know you're out in the open, but you do have full health. You have your armor on. If anyone can soak a bullet, it's you. Let us take a normal shot. 21% chance to hit. And, of course, it misses. You're going to continue just to scout around. I'm almost certain that we have cleared everything. But I do want to be really, really certain that we have. You can stay there for now. Apologies if you can hear the ice cream truck in the distance, but... Oh, there's two in there. It is so warm in the UK at the moment. And obviously, to keep the outside noise out, I do have to record with the windows closed, which means it's very, very noisy. You might also be able to hear a little bit of fan noise, because I do have a fan in the room that is attempting to stop me from spontaneously combusting. Okay, Peter. Let's get Missy out of the way, actually, so she doesn't get shot in the back of the head. Right, James, take the shot first. 43% chance to hit. Well, you hit. You didn't get a kill, but you certainly got a hit. Let's take a normal shot. Oh, that was a bit wide of the mark. Okay, what about you then, Peter? 34% chance. Didn't look like a miss to me, but computer says no. Okay. Garrett, we need you. I know you're injured. You've served your planet well. But we need somebody who can actually aim. I'm going to have to get you over here, which is going to put you out of time units to take a shot, which is really annoying. So might as well crouch you down. You can still take a snapshot, though, so why the hell not? Return fire. Well, at least it missed. Okay, now we're going to start to get into trouble. Missy, what do you need for a snapshot? 22 for a snapshot. How far could we get you? Not nearly close enough. What about you, Ben? Can you hit him from there? 13% chance. That's just too risky. It is ridiculous. Turn around, crouch down. All the full-time unit people. You're at full-time unit. You obviously need to relocate now as well. So let's start thinking about getting some people over here, especially our snipers. Don't have enough time units to hit him, but at least you are in position. Harry's a bit more wounded than I generally like people to be, so I don't think I'm going to move him any further forwards, but I will leave him there as a bit of backup. And, of course, let's not forget we have Spencer out here, who is very bravely making sure that there are no aliens sneaking up behind us. End the turn. Right, okay, he's moving... so I've just moved all my guys over on the other side, and now the alien is moved, so I can't hit it. That is a real pain. I think I might just have to get Missy just to go and put a shotgun in his face and explain exactly how this works to them. So, I think what we're going to do here, actually, is we're going to use Ben to open the door, because Ben, obviously that uses time units, and that puts Missy in a better position. We're going to get right in his face now, because I'm just really annoyed with him, and kapow. Thank you very much. Game over. Right, we know we've still got one alien in here. So, Ben, you crouch down. Missy, if you can, you crouch down. I've got you reserved for a snapshot, but... in fact, yes, I think we won't crouch you down, because if we crouch you, you won't be able to take a snapshot. And if an alien comes through that door, I want to be able to deal with it. James, you are going to take an incredibly long and convoluted way around to get to that spot there. But you're going to turn and face and crouch. You won't get a shot on this turn. That I appreciate. Peter, you are going to do something similar. Don't know why you can't just... I suppose there isn't enough space to path behind them, but that just seems ridiculous. But same as before, you're going to turn and face the door. And we will take, not Garrett because he's injured, but we will take Bob, and you can literally... I know you're not in cover, but if anything comes out of that door, that's going to be in the way. So hopefully we'll be a little bit safer there. Let's end the turn. Even if we don't get into that room... no, we have to kill all the aliens to hold it for 5 turns anyway. So we will have to go through that door at some point. Which I don't particularly like. Let's start getting our shotgun guys up either side of this door. Very difficult to actually see that space there. Face the door and crouch. It's going to be very, very difficult for us to actually get through to where that alien is. But on the plus side, if the alien actually comes through that door, it is going to get shredded. Oh, he's opening doors. Is he going to be brave enough? Do you know what? I'm just going to hit end turn again and see if he does. Heard a normal door open. That could have been a civilian. Let's open this door. Yeah, we can't see him. Let's end the turn again. There he is. Oh, taking a shot. Do we have reaction fire? Anybody? 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 Anybody with reaction fire? Come on. There's 4 of you. You've been sitting there for 3 turns just waiting for something to come through that door. How did you not have any reaction fire? James. Whatever you do, don't miss. You didn't miss. And don't miss again. Whoa, well, at least we didn't lose anybody. No casualties. We did lose one of the local forces, of course. We saw that dead police officer over on the east side of the map. Got some alanium, got some alien alloys, alien power sources. Nice. We did get a few bits and pieces destroyed, but we did get some money from that, which is quite nice. Got a few promotions. Peter, you have been wounded once again. Apologies for that, but you now have been promoted to captain, as has Missy Kiwi. Garrett, again, injured, but you have been promoted to lieutenant. And Harry, you have also been promoted to lieutenant. Few medals being thrown around as well, which is quite nice. Looks like Bob and Peter now have your medals for 10 extraterrestrial units killed in combat. Ben Crooks, I managed to keep you alive and uninjured. So, thumbs up. Okay. Let's get back to things. Let's make sure we get our dropship back to base. And we have. And we'll just quickly look at our soldiers because... did we have somebody who was wounded and still on board? Garrett, you are wounded and still on board. Probably shouldn't be. As is Peter, really. Well, we'll see. We can always change them around later on if need be. We have got some money in the bank now. It's a little bit pointless. We haven't got the hangars built here anyway, but we won't be able to really do anything at Area 52 until we've got the radar arrays online. That'll then allow us to intercept, to see UFOs that are over on that side of the map. Then we can start moving interceptors over here and dealing with them. But the speed at which we're actually getting UFOs to deal with, we're really going to need to get a lot of interceptors up and running very, very quickly. But overall, I am happy with the progress there. One thing I did just want to check, was it possible? No, we can't actually build stun weapons. So if we just have a quick look at wrong base. If we just have a quick look at soldier loadout. Ah, yes, well this answers the question. Laser batteries, we have an infinite supply, so we do not have to produce batteries for the laser weaponry, which is nice. So we've got the pistols, we've got the sniper rifle. What is the difference between the carbine and the rifle? We can have a look at that now. So the carbine has a 1.5 reaction modifier. The rifle doesn't appear to. It just has ×1. 12 shots compared to 6 shots. Range of 8. Right, okay, so the carbine is technically a shotgun. It does damage in pellets, it has a short range, it has a small number of shots, but it does have a 1.5 reaction modifier, so it isn't technically a carbine. Or as the Americans would say, a carbine. What a carbine or a carbine is basically a rifle with a shortened barrel. They were usually used by soldiers who had to either carry their weapons in small vehicles, such as aircraft, or in armoured vehicles, or if you were moving through anywhere where you had very, very narrow places to fight. Like if you were fighting in a forest, you wouldn't want a really long rifle because it makes it really, really difficult to sort of turn around if you're in a confined space. These days, most of the things like that are either replaced by bullpup weapons or PDWs, but that isn't actually a carbine, that is a shotgun. So we've got pistol, shotgun, assault rifle, and sniper rifle, which we can manufacture, but the ammo is free. Okay, that is brilliant. And if we look in equipment, other, yes, we now do have the shock baton, and they are free. So is it worth putting the shock batons? Oh, why can't we? Oh, we have. Okay, so we can actually give shock batons to the assault people, which we should certainly do, because then you can run in and zappy any aliens that we get. Just have a quick look again at base building. No, we don't appear to have the option to build any sort of alien containment, so we'll just assume that capturing them alive works absolutely fine. But that is all we are going to do for this video, because I have waffled on for long enough. I hope you guys are still enjoying Xenonauts, and I will see you next time. So until then, goodbye for now.